It looks like we are live, I think. So I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we doing this fine October Monday? What have we been up to this weekend? What are we doing right now that is a complete waste of time because, you know, the heat death of the universe is inevitable and thus all endeavors are ultimately pointless. So, you know, it's all bad. Anyway, yeah. Oh, the the concurrent viewers went from nearly 24 to 12. Not sure what's going on there, but that was a rather rapid decline. Either that or YouTube doesn't know what it's doing, which is completely beyond the pale. That's never happened. They've never completely screwed everything up for me. Hopefully nothing weird is happening. Anyway. How are you doing, Mrs. Sick or Mrs. Click? Mrs. Click, because
I'm working.
You're not allowed to work during the streams. Because I mean, this week you can actually speak. You've been mic'd up and everything.
Well, I ended up waking up really late, so I've been working now.
Well, you're mic'd up. You could always work after the stream, or go to bed.
I probably go to bed. I'm knackered.
Yeah. Sir Sick, I hope you are vegan as you seem to value sentience. You must be new here. I do not value sentience. I think that all things are awful and must be destroyed. I value my sentience, but then I am a me chauvinist. I very much think that I am the most important creature in all of creation, and thus all must give me the whiskies. So, yeah. Hey, you terrible people. Hi, Blind the Seer, which is still such a great name. I've got to be honest. Wrench Boy, haha. I mean, some people are, yeah. Some people just have that talent where they paid me $20 to give them a wrench that they're not allowed to use for no reason. It's almost like people will spend money on anything. Nothing weird is happening. The stream is pretty weird. I mean, it is pretty weird. It's got a secret weirdness to it that I do wonder if you'll figure out. It might actually be harder to figure out because reasons. But, you know, that's another thing. Slaveholder mentality right there. Definitely not playing a character you... Interesting person. No such thing. Are cats allowed in a vegan diet? I mean, cats are vegetables. That's a true fact. I mean, my cat's a vegetable. It sits there and just screeches at me like
so
all
lazy.
vegetables do.
She's really lazy.
The glory of Atheismo be upon you. Is that... Worship me. And I'm allowed to make that joke because Mrs. Sick has asthma. And she started it. I wish I was as thin as my patients.
Oh, me too.
That is
Yeah.
like the ultimate Mrs. Sick concept.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a very impatient person, so I'd be super fucking skinny.
Greetings all. Atheismo, the god who will not be prayed to, basically. I like to tell Crimsbians who will accuse me of worshipping Satan or whatever that that's stupid. Obviously, I worship Atheismo. He is the one true god of atheism. Did Kevin the Eternal 3D printer make Atheismo, or is it the other way around? Yes. To both of those questions. Can a sapient being not have sentience? What is the definition of sapient? Because I know I've heard that word, but I've not looked, and I am not very clever. Clive, no, they aren't technically. I suppose you could supplement things that they are, but obligate can't. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that sentence.
Sapient means to possess or express great wisdom.
So no humans are sapient then. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Bro, so sick is the god of atheism. Best of all, we can prove he exists. Can you, though? Can you really? I mean, videos on the internet, we all know you can't trust those. So I wouldn't believe it if I were you. There is a god of atheism in Warhammer 40k. Of course there is. That's fantastic. That's absolutely, I love that. For the first time in my life, I'm essential. Oh, congratulations. What made you essential? Essential? Yeah. Why am I having difficulty with that word? Shut up, me. Like mimicking meat to the point it becomes more reasonable and price effective to give them than... Oh, yeah, like, there are people out there that baffle me. They're like, oh, no. Like, I like meat. I enjoy the taste, texture, flavour. It is easier to eat. It stimulates, the parts of the brain. But if they could simulate it, I'd be perfectly happy. But there are people who were like, no, I wouldn't eat lab-grown meat. Lab-grown. Oh, shut up. If you couldn't tell the difference, who gives a single solitary shit? Does sick exist during Stoptober? The sacrificial whiskey is untouched. I mean, I don't necessarily do Stoptober, but I do Less-tober. I am currently doing Less-tober. I know it is sacrilege for me not to always be completely blasted out of my mind drunk, but it does cost quite a lot of money to stay that way, so maybe I could save just a little bit. It is a slaveholder mentality to believe that sentient life value is in serving you. The reason you are not vegan matches the reason many people own slaves, etc. Good for you. Nickelback is proof there is no God. Do you know what? Nickelback gets a hard rap. There's a reason they're popular. I mean, they're not like
they're not
good.
popular. They were popular in like early 2000s, dude.
I bet they're a lot more popular than you think they are.
They're now
I bet they tour like a lot.
They're popular for the memes, though.
I bet they tour a lot.
Especially if they're really self-aware of the memes and they proper ham them up.
Are they the one who did, look at this?
Yeah, look
at this graph. It's my favourite one of those. If Sursic isn't real, who am I making the compilation for? Yourself, I assume. It was you all along. The Sursic was in all of you. You poor bastards. Lab meat is a better alternative to cows due to their farts actually causing climate. I mean, cows are probably one of the worst things you can eat as a meat eater. And honestly, like, it's not even a meat that I'm into. Like, they don't do southern fried steak, so who cares? I love southern fried chicken.
I'm pretty sure they do southern
I
fried
mean,
steak.
someone does, but it wouldn't be the same thing. The important question is, does he still bathe in whiskey during stops? I mean, of course. Although, to be fair, it is one bath a year. It depends when it falls. Maybe start a whiskey donation fund. Yeah, you've got these poor kids in sub-Saharan Africa or some place where they just don't have that much whiskey, and we've got to get it to them. I think that's the real... What's that thing that they used to do on TV? Comic relief and that, where someone would go and stand in the middle of somewhere poor and feel better about themselves. I can't remember what it's called. But you know what I mean. Yeah, and just bring loads and loads of whiskey with you. Do that. Then you'd be giving back, really.
Because that's what people in impoverished areas need.
I'm a Megan. I only eat meat. It enhances your soul, or so I'm told. I mean, a Megan would be that you eat yourself. And I think that means something else. I think that means something else entirely. Monkey babies come from monkeys. Mouse babies come from mice. What? Well, I am missing a conversation there that I am glad of. Without freedom of speech, we would not know who the idiots are. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I am very much of the opinion that you want all the stupid opinions out in the sunlight so that they can be bleached out of existence. Time travel is possible. Drink enough whiskey and you will awaken 3 days in the future. That does happen to me a lot. I tell you what, the sort of opposite happens as well. Occasionally I'll dream of doing like a full day's work and then wake up having not done that, and I'm super pissed off. That is like traveling back in time. You end up having to do it all again. And you're not even inspired, like, as a quote unquote, because I don't like using terms like this, but as a creative, I wasn't even inspired by the work. I didn't even like get ideas, so I couldn't cheat with it. I just felt like I'd done a day's worth of work without having done it. Cersei becoming a vegetarian is a big mistake. See, I want to become a vegetarian just to fuck you. Just to say, screw you.
If we could find an alternative that was like...
And that's why I said lab-grown meat. I'd be into that.
Yeah, but if you found an alternative...
Would lab-grown meat count as vegetarian? It must do. Technically.
Technically,
because it doesn't come from a critter.
Yeah, if it's not actually from an animal.
I guess the vegans would then, oh well, that one's based on the meat of an animal, therefore you're exploiting that, blah 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 blah. And you're like, okay, whatever, buddy. But
if we found an alternative to chicken, we'd probably just be vegetarians.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we tried the corn stuff for a while, but that stuff gets really old really fast.
Well, I can't have, because it's all soy. After a while, I get really bad tummy ache because I think I'm allergic to soy.
What would happen to the Great Research Facility if YouTube went down? Do you mean that people use YouTube to, or is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh. My thought crimes can be seen on Pornhub. Oof. Oof. Jesus Christ. I sometimes dream a week's worth of work on a Sunday and wake up thinking it's still... Oh, that is fucking brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Just... Oh, I can't imagine. I was pissed off enough when I thought I'd done a whole day's work. Well, I'm a YouTuber, so a day's work is not the same. It's for you people. But, I had no idea you stream. I had no idea you stream. Oh, no, wait, no, that's not the sort of greeting that you can do back to someone. But, yeah, I do. Every Monday. Like, it's literally, there's freaking loads of them. My eating fetish is that I happily eat whatever is put in front of me. I don't think that's a fetish. I think that's, you're a greedy bastard. Well, I suppose if it's in front of you.
Morningstar.
Morningstar?
That's a Lucifer thing, isn't it? Apparently they make really good fake chicken.
Okay. Is it actually people?
It would be the devil, wouldn't it?
It's probably people. If you can find it in British land. I mean, if it was really good, it'd have to be really good.
Chicken. I'm looking it up. Chicken.
You know what I don't understand? Mukbang channels. Like, why though? Yeah. I mean, there's lots of things that people enjoy that I just don't get.
Well, mukbang in particular, it's mainly for Korean people because
I know that's sort of where it came from, but the fact that it's successful outside of that culture for seemingly no reason.
Well, I think it's because they're popular and people want to cash in any way they can and they find that's easy. Like there's one guy who does mukbang videos and who has basically gained a shitload of weight. Because of how much he eats. A lot of his videos are not normal eating videos anymore. It's how many chicken nuggets can I fit in my mouth at once kind of videos.
I discovered homemade documentaries on YouTube. First rate videos on the history of the space program. Absolutely first rate. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. I mean, I know that there's actually loads and loads and loads of good content on YouTube, and then there's me. And, you know, but there is also so much trash tier content. People constantly ask me where I find stuff, and it's just like, you are on YouTube as well, and the more time you spend in the dumber parts of it, the more you'll see. I mean, you still have to go looking to really find the good stuff, but still. Uh, each to their own, vegan, veggie onwards. I'm vegan, but I don't stick to it religiously. That sounds like maybe you're not necessarily technically vegan, or do you just try to be vegan? But yeah, anybody who is militant about any of these things just ends up pushing people away from it. Like, I don't know if that guy's still hanging around, but, you know, he sounds kind of pretentious, and it doesn't make the concept of going vegan appealing. It makes me think, oh, I don't want to be like this asshole. No offense, but that's how you come off when you start really talking down at people like that.
Yeah, the best type of vegans are the ones where I don't know that they're vegan.
Well, the best kind of conversation with a vegan is you find out, you go, oh, why is that? And you have just a decent conversation like a normal person. But the person who walks in with the meat is murder t-shirt and just like tries to throw a can of paint at you because they're a fucking butthead. Just, they're doing more harm than good to their own cause. You'd almost be convinced that it's like that sort of false flag stuff, where actually this guy works for the meat industry and is trying to make vegans look bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What deodorant does Harry Potter use? X smelly armpits. Oh my fucking god.
Oh god, that's bad.
Oh my god. Why? Why? Drinking bourbon, whiskey sucks. Sorry. Is that a joke? I hope it isn't, because I really want to explain that bourbon is whiskey, and you've spelt it the type of whiskey. That's the type of whiskey that it is. Because whiskey with no E is Scotch, and whiskey with an EY is either, I think, Irish or bourbon. Kentucky Straight, etc. So, yeah. I kind of hope that you just said something really silly there. Because we all make stupid mistakes and it's fun. How can you tell a vegan? They tell you immediate. Okay. I'm on top of the food chain and expect to stay. I mean, here's the thing, like,
I don't think humans are at the top of the food chain. I think we are very good at avoiding predators.
We are absolutely at the top of the food chain.
Nah.
No, I mean,
because if they were top of the food chain, there'd be nothing that would eat me.
Just because, like, lions get eaten by other creatures.
Lions don't actually like eating humans.
I mean, that's what the propaganda they put out
Same with
said.
sharks. Sharks don't like humans either.
Yeah, the propaganda they put out says that. It says, "Come and give us a stroke and a cuddle."
Cuddle a shark.
Yeah, we really like. Oh, I tell you what really puts us off of eating humans when they cover themselves in ketchup. That's the worst. That's what we hate. Beat the meat and try wheat t-shirt. Yeah, like funny ones. Those are good. Might just be a Smiths fan. Hides the meat is murder t-shirt. Like, you can do stuff if it's like at least not serious. Seriousness is just like the death of everything to me. I've started going vegan like 5 out of 7 days a week, but mostly for avoiding familial health issues. I mean, that is, yeah. That's basically doing stuff to do a longer live.
Yeah, I can't do the vegan diet. It makes me very ill.
Oh yeah. It builds up the gigantopoops.
Gigantopoops.
I grow up in farm country. I know exactly what they do to chicken, and it's delicious. Oh. Yeah, I was making literally a joke in a video about a pile of bacon being a Peppa Pig puzzle, Peppa Pig jigsaw puzzle. Clearly, a stupid, ridiculous, absurd joke about a cartoon character. And yeah, this vegan guy came in and started calling me and the person I was making the joke to psychopaths or sociopaths or something, because we made a joke about fictional characters. It's like, get a fucking grip, dude. Yeah, it really, really, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This shit does not help your cause. If you can have a sense of humor about it, you'll probably be more successful. But when people just think you're a twat, then you're going to get nothing out of them. I'm a vegetarian. Excellent.
Oh my god.
Vending machines are more dangerous than sharks. Yeah, but, how often do you spend in shark-infested waters compared to fucking about with a vending machine? People spend significantly more time, human beings in general spend astoundingly more time surrounded by vending machines. If sharks were in places like vending machines, I feel like the numbers would probably be pretty similar, if not much worse. It's okay. I made it. You can stop worrying now. Also, bacon? Yeah, just someone coming in and being an ineffective vegan activist. I have type 1 diabetes and I couldn't give up carb-free snacks of cheese and meat. Oh, man. That sounds so delicious as well. I've been diving with sharks. I'll take vending machines any day of the week. I mean, did you go up to the sharks and shake them and reach your arm up inside them to try and get your snacks out?
Oh, for the love of God, I eat camel toes.
Nice. How often do you spend in vending machine infested waters? Frequently. God, all the time. I heard atheism is over, though. That's just what they want you to think. We're going to come back in big style. When sharks learn how to hide in vending machines, we're all doomed. You're like, bet. Oh, packet of crisps, nice. Yeah. Bah. You just look through the flap and a shark jumps out.
Do you have a drink?
I have a can. Can you go get me a can? Because mine's nearly empty.
No.
Oh my God. She's such a piece of shit. This is what I have to put up with. I give drunk. She can't give drunk back. Sad. Be sad. They call them vendomatics. What, the ones with sharks in them? I'll keep an eye out for that. You know what's deadlier than sharks and vending machines? McDonald's. I mean, that's true. I mean, how often do people shake a McDonald's and it just falls on top of them, crushing them flat? Yeah, shake the shark. Knock, 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 land shark. Wait, is that just at your front door? You just do, wait, can I make a good... Land shark. You're like, ooh, I was waiting for that. I've ordered my land shark. Now, a land shark, would it be standing on the tips of its fins? Or would it have some kind of mechanism
on wheels?
Yeah. And with machines just constantly spritzing it with water so it didn't dry out. How does it knock? God.
It has like a brain thing connected to the wheels of the skateboard it's on, so it can move forward when it needs to.
Skateboard. I had more of sort of a gurney idea in my head.
No, skateboard.
Just a skateboard.
And it's like...
It uses its fins to like push itself along. The knocking is it's just very, very fast. It goes do 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 with the head. Get me a can is the Cirsic equivalent of get me a sandwich. No, I gave her my spare can and then said, okay, now I've given you that. Can you go get me one to get her to get it herself? But didn't work.
No.
The greatest pig slime.
That's what it could be in a wheelchair. That would make sense for a shark.
A shark in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Listen, you keep thinking of how sharks can knock on doors.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
going to go get my drink that you decided not to get me because you're a bastard. That's who you are. Bastard McGee.
Do you want to reinvent the Sharknado? Like, I don't know if you could, because it kind of already is what it is.
What are you talking about?
Sharknadoes. You can't really reinvent the Sharknado.
Why would you reinvent the Sharknado? It's the perfect killing machine. Nature's greatest... Nature's most deadly invention was the Sharknado. I'm a land whale. Wait, are you just getting me to say that? Because that's not that true. That's a half-truth.
I was going to say, oh, no, you're not, babe, but never mind.
Well, because I already beat you to the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am that smart, and that's why we're on the same level. How do you drink out of that armor, and will it rust if you spill it? I'm very confused to what you mean by out of. Wouldn't it be into the armor? Because it has holes on the face. You just pour it on the head. It just dribbles into your mouth. It's not very effective. I need a Vendomatic that dispenses cans of whoop ass. Oh my God. Can you imagine a delicious can of whoop ass? It'd just be, I don't know, it'd just be a can of whoop ass, I guess. MAGA Squid Games coming to... We just finished watching Squid Games. That was something. That was, oh my God. I don't want to spoil it because a lot of people are still watching it at the moment, but it's pretty good. If you haven't seen Squid Games, go watch it. It's pretty good. But it gets real. That's all I'll say. Right.
Isn't sharks on a plane a thing? Because I thought they did like snakes on a plane, and then there's like, then they went sharks on a plane. And then
I don't think so.
Emus on a plane.
I feel like snakes on a plane was so ridiculous that they didn't.
Snakes or snails just then?
Snails on a plane?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you said
I said snakes.
Oh, I thought you said snails.
No, why would I say snails on a plane?
I don't know.
Apart from it sounds completely different. I am sick of these motherfucking snails. It's like, it would just be kind of annoying.
I don't know, I don't mind
How many snails would there have to be for it to be a problem?
The big ones, the big African snails. That are
those huge buggers.
Yeah, the ones that fit in your hand. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have a fish tank, and we had an algae eating snail who was pretty big.
Yeah.
And it used to just move up the in and out of the thing. We also had another one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a fish that ate algae as well. My parents were very much into not cleaning their own fish tanks. Which, oh my God, now that I look back, explains so fucking much about my parents. Sharks in the Park. Oh my God. That is the next horror movie. Trying to escape from Central Park. But there's just sharks in all the entrances.
Just dead.
Yeah, there's this fin going through the grass.
Through the concrete.
Yeah. Get to the concrete. They can't swim through that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God. I just went into Radchical's comment section and said, it's good to see my two favourite nights together. Then I was informed I wasn't on Sirthic's video. Bless.
Oh no. Slugs on the rug. That is horrible.
That would be the greatest horror movie. You just walk in and there's obviously been... But I haven't actually seen that happen in ages, but just the shiny fucking trails absolutely pigging everywhere. And you're just like, what have you been doing? Why the back and forth? You've literally like crisscrossed like 27 times. Were you lost? I got to assume so. Me and my ex shared a sense of humor. We have to. She doesn't have one. Oh my god.
Ooh,
Oof.
that's a bit savage.
That is fucking brutal. My mate had an African catfish in his tank. A couple of times he caught it wandering around the living room because it could walk. Is that serious? Because what the fuck? That's horrifying. Fish aren't allowed to evolve like that.
Yeah, there's some fish that leave the pond and they just sort of walk around on land.
You got to hit it with a bat.
I think is it catfish that do that?
I don't fucking know. Do they have cat legs?
Well,
They just...
they have cat whiskers.
And they go, meow,
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 meow.
meow.
Like our cat. Just constantly shouting at you.
Attack of the Killer Corgis. I mean, death by kind of cuteness. No, they're different. They're not kind of cute. They're cute. I do like corgis. But the Queen, you know that the Queen would be behind that. You know, because she actually owns all the corgis in the universe, and they're under her control. So she sends them out.
A new kid show, Piranhas in Pajamas.
Oh my god, piranhas in pajamas are eating everyone. I want to see a movie about murderous garden slugs.
Lungfish, that's it. Mud skippers, yeah. Yeah. The ones that can breathe on land.
Lungfish is just... The word lung is a word that always bothers me.
Lung.
Like, no, don't lung. Attack of the 50-foot vending machine. Like the 50-foot vending machine versus Godzilla. Godzilla's like shaking the vending machine, and then it eventually just falls on top of him and kills him.
Back. Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow. Yorkshire's in London.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the place is in London, or that this is your horror movie pitch where some Yorkshire people go to London and complain about the prices? Because that would be pretty horrifying.
Prices, the traffic, the lack of trees.
Oh my god. There's what is that? Oh, there's no roses. Don't know why my version of a Yorkshire person sounds like a London. Lung meat. Delicious lung meat. It's for your lungs. It's good for your lungs. I was in Yorkshire in 1977. Never went back. Just saying. Okay.
Good. We don't want you.
Yeah. Stay out.
I wasn't even born then, so...
No one was.
That explains why.
Yorkshire didn't exist.
Yorkshire wasn't Yorkshire until I was born.
Are you trying to summon the cat? Come forth, kitters. What do you mean my cat? Because my cat's probably locked behind a door.
Come on, Bibi.
You Bibi? Chut chut. Will the corgis have laser beams attached to their heads? No, laser beams are for the sharks. Or what is it? Mutated, ill-tempered, mutated sea bass. Oh my god, I love the first Austin Powers movie. It's so good. Attack of the Fatally Daft. I mean, that would just be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of me. Like the complaint department on Monty Python, he complains about stuff. I mean, are we talking about Yorkshire people going to London again? Because, yeah.
I liked London.
Yeah, but you didn't have to pay for anything, so you didn't...
It was a bit busy, but I liked the museum.
I went to London with an ex, And she kept going, it's so big.
It is big.
It's so... She just kept saying it over and over again. I'm like, Jesus
Just
Christ.
record it.
You fucking rube.
It's so big.
I'd like been to London once, and I don't know, never bothered me. It's like fine.
Yeah, but you like cities.
Yeah, I do like cities. More people to crush underneath my mighty boot. I had a haggis supper last night. It's bra. Bra. What?
Is it bra?
Is it bra, bra? Bra. Was it bra? Bra. What the fuck does bra mean? Gashes are red, bruises turn blue, bones can heal, run over cats, not so much. Oh, fuck me. That's that's grim. I mean, you don't want to eat it after it's been run over. The tire marks, they're not particularly tasty. Yorkshire Gold tea, most perfectly balanced substance in the universe.
It's alright.
I don't know. I don't like tea.
It's alright. It's not the best.
Scottish people already hate me for saying that. I mean, I don't know what you're saying, so it's fine. Oh, God. Megalodon versus Kaiju vending machine. Coming soon to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Can someone please make that?
I know everybody in the universe has already banged on about how fucking awful the rebranding of Sci-Fi was. S-Y-F-Y. But, who thought that was a good idea? For starters, it's a siffy now. It doesn't say sci-fi, it's a zivvy. And it's just... took one whole letter off. I hope no one was paid to do that.
I like London. It was a bit busy. The most Yorkshire thing ever.
Basically. I'm just 2 trench coats in a kid. That's more disturbing than I'd like. Okay, now let's make fun of Southampton, where I did an NHS postdoc for 9 weeks in 2002. I don't know anything about Southampton. So you can go ahead. I will not be joining in because I don't think I know anything about... I know it exists, probably.
What exists?
I mean, ask Hans Wormhat, and I'm sure he'll tell you that it doesn't, but other than that... What?
What the fuck are you on about?
Southampton.
What about Southampton?
I know nothing about Southampton.
Oh.
Someone wants us to make fun of it, but I don't know anything about it to make fun of it. I mean, I could make some stuff up. Southamptoners,
Nothing.
They like...
Southampton was shite because it's not like Northampton.
Or East Hampton.
West Hampton.
Or West Hampton, the one that's somewhere between the two. Tea zaps iron away, coffee make energy. Is that how that works? I am not 100% convinced.
I have to look up where it is on the map because I am not even sure where it is.
They found out what really happened at FB. 1, someone changed a 1 to a 0. And 2, someone deleted the wrong homework folder. They were meant to delete Naughty Pick. They deleted the spy one.
It's near Portsmouth, I know that. Right there.
Portsmouth, somewhere else that I know basically nothing about.
I know
Portsmouth. I assume that it's a port town.
I know Portsmouth because when I did the French thing, the French trip.
Ooh.
When I was in school.
Is that where you left from?
That's where we left from. So that's the only reason I know it.
Sir Sick roasts random towns that he knows nothing of. Yeah, give me a really obscure town and then I'll just make up things about it.
Okay, there you go. Romsey.
Romsey?
Yeah.
Is that a random town?
Yeah.
Well, you know about people from Romsey. They're funny. This is bad. They do that thing with the cheese wheels.
Oh, they're savages.
Yeah, bloody. It's terrible. You think Swiss cheese comes from Sweden? It doesn't, or Swissland.
Switzerland?
Or wherever the hell.
Did you say Portsmouth?
Portsmouth? What the fuck's a Portsmouth? Or are you...
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. Port's mouth. The mouth of a port. It's literally a port town with the least original name it could possibly have. It might as well go, boats here, please. But they rejected that because it was too difficult to spell.
Nom nom but.
But. But in face. Blue Springs, Missouri. I like the fact that you... God, what is... Americans, or is like this town, in this place, USA. You've got to know these details. I don't care. Use the basic name and then just assume I'm making fun of all of them.
Is that why your best mate announces exactly where he is at what time?
Oh, what? CC? Chris, Westchester County. I just can't understand.
It annoys the piss out of me. I'm like, you don't need to say who you are, where you're from, and what time it is every single time. Nobody cares.
Sometimes I'll see a video of his and I'll put it on, but I'll pause it and wait for her to come in the room.
Wasn't there one like he was in Hawaii, but he still said the same thing?
He said from, but it does kind of go, but who gives a fuck?
I know.
I don't go, hey, Sir Sick here. Edge of time and space. No, it's super weird. You know what they say about people from Nottingham? They're all right. I have family from Nottingham and they're fine. Bumfuck, Illinois. Bumfuck. That can't be a real place.
Oh, I have to look.
I want to go to Bumfuck. What do they do there? They fluck bums. Westchester Chris' wife is a saint. I mean, everyone's convinced she's left him. I'll be honest, it wouldn't be that surprising. There were 37 known vending machine fatalities between 1978 and 1995 in the US. We're going to have to stop them. Did you see comedian Ryan George's Car Rant Awards? Worth a look. Funny stuff. I'm assuming that he was rating people's car rants, basically. God, those things drive me fucking ballistic. I was going to say bananas, and then my brain went, but ballistic. So ballistic. That's a new word. Use it every day. You have to pay me when you do, though. Nuts Ruckers, New York. Because, of course. Did you know that in USA there was a business called Dog Breath Yoga? They closed due to flow smells.
It's just with a wee.
USA. You know, they're getting really lazy with the names for Mario baddies. It's me, USA. I'm going to have a McDonald's. Fuck me. I mean, they're all played by, what's he called? Fucking Charles Martinet, who, his Mario voice is kind of annoying. Like, especially when he just goes completely crazy with it. But when he's just, like, reading stuff in his, like, if you've ever played Bit Trip Runner 2, I think that's it. He like voices that and talks about himself, and it's really weird, but it's really good. There is a town called Bumfuck in Egypt. I mean, it's not the same when it's a foreign country or a country that's native language isn't English. As funny as it is, it's not the same as calling like something in America bumfuck. I noticed before you forgot to mention that neither of you appears to have either a scabbard or frog for your sword. Why would I have a frog?
We're in the land of woo. We always have the swords out.
Yeah, you've got to be ready to stab anything that's trying to sell you something.
I just like swinging my sword around.
I swang my sword back and forward. I haven't had a McDonald's in years. I wish my ex would stop working there. Yeah, you know that the other ones, she's not at all of them at once. Unless she's some kind of god creature. Uh,
I grew up in a small village called Stick a Finger Right Up Your Ass. That's how the finger got infected. That makes sense now, Tusk.
I mean, it does seem like a fact backed up by science. I've just realised that I am not on the live chat because it hides things from you. And I thought, yeah, it hid. Stick a finger right up your ass. It hid that from me. You miss out. Everybody, you've got to make sure that you change your chat from live chat from top chat to live chat, because otherwise you miss out on top quality content. A frog is what attaches a scabbard to hanger, belt, etc. See, you shouldn't use a frog. You should use some sort of clip. I mean, this is why swords never caught on. Guns in a holster. Clever, smart. That's where it goes. A frog, that will just rot and die eventually, and it'll just fall off. Nah, mate. Nah, mate, what?
I'm not having a frog, mate.
Not having a frog on my sword, mate. That's weird. I
swear down.
I'm going to use a stoat instead as the scabbard. Stoated.
Oh, stretchy, clicky boy.
Got to go to a good old Doc Monald's. I mean, they are my favourite. No, what's the one? We keep mentioning McDowell's.
McDowell's?
From fucking Coming to America, because it's such a.
We need to watch the second one. We haven't watched.
I forgot there was the second one. Is it actually good?
No, I don't know. I haven't watched it. I've been waiting for you.
Is it supposed to be good?
I don't know.
Look it up, because I don't want to waste my time on some poopy film. But the first one was fucking great. Just the whole bit, like he sat there reading the McDonald's running manual for his place called McDowell's. That's definitely not a McDonald's ripoff, and it's so good. It's so funny. Oh, what a great character. What a great film. I want to make a YouTube channel pretending to be uber evangelical where I make predictions of the rapture and talk about rapture dreams. Wait till I have 30k followers and then break it to them.
Coming to America 2. 49%.
Oof.
The audience rating is 38%.
Oof. So not great. They just made a sequel to it because money.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's really depressing. The one that was meant to watch that I keep forgetting exists
people
is
people saying Rotten Tomatoes is wrong.
But the sequel to Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Need to watch that because apparently that's really good. Everyone should name their drink or drug they are partaking with in this holy congregation. Or just all of them. Just bring them all together.
Caffeine?
Mix it up into like a paste. And then you rub it into your eyes. Oh, God. Imagine. General British slang question. Does anyone still say style of thing? Because I'm not giving it up. What the fuck is style of thing? I've never even heard that in my life.
Never heard of that.
I think you just made that up. That's not a general British slang question. Here's a thing that someone once told me was British slang and I like it. Which is fine, but no.
I don't know. Is that like something from the 60s or something?
Oh my God, Tasik is the last Smash character in the last Smash game. Would love that. I feel like being in Smash Ultimate is probably a bit of a stretch. I mean, for starters, the character would have to be extremely OP. And so everyone would use it, and it would just all be, they take a shot, and then they destroy the universe. Game! I love the thug war memes for Burger King and Ronald McDonald. I don't know. You have Ronald McDonald, who is a pretty unsettling character. And then one day, someone at Burger King went, "Hey, hold my beer." and just made the Sneak King, who is extremely unsettling. It's the big head that bothers me, and the fact that he likes to sneak up on people.
What you need to do is right. You just
Ronald McDonald looks you in the face when he kills you.
I like the king, right? Because all you need to do is put like a red tint on it, and it looks fucking terrifying.
What's that? There's that meme of Ronald McDonald, and I think it's Pennywise. It's like, you're just a corporate shill. Ronald McDonald's like, fuck you, I've killed more people than you have.
That's good.
Yeah, I really like that. It would be Bayou in Smash 4 again. I like Smash games. I'm not that into the lore. Or, well, the meta. Sorry, that's what it's called. Do British police say, what's all this then? Or is that something Graham... British police way back when were kind of like that. Hello, what's all this then? Like, yeah, it's a good way of... It's supposed to be diffusing.
Yeah, that's a Bobby, that.
But...
That's probably right, my dad's time. Because my dad said he used to have this neighbourhood Bobby who would... if he saw any of the kids doing mischievous stuff, he'd go up to them, whack them over the head and pull them by their ears to their houses because he knew where everybody lived.
That's quite a good joke.
And he said, then you get whacked by your parents as well.
What's the difference between booze and weed? 5 drunk guys will start a fight. 5 stoned guys will start a band. I like that. That's good. Whiskey, and more whiskey. Have you tried it with whiskey on top? That's pretty good. Got a license for getting stabbed, mate. I mean, I try to, but sometimes I get my being stabbed license like revoked, and then I don't get to be stabbed, and it's very sad. I finally made some THC infused honey. My espresso drinks confuse the fuck out of my nervous system now. According to the law, though, Sir Sick would be overpowered but disinterested and laugh at everyone else fighting and go home to the pub. You think I live at the pub? Don't be ridiculous. I live above the pub. Completely different. I've always supported people. After all, you've got someone behind you before you can stab them in the back. That's a fair cop. I mean, that is something that people would say as well. Are British cops like Sergeant Angel from Hot Cut Fuzz? A lot of them are close to that kind of serious, yeah. But are you talking start of the film one or end of the film one? Because he is still supposed to be like a super cop, but effectively, Nicholas Angel is what cops are basically like in this country now. License for Stabby 001. And he's just like there stabbing people.
Shanking
people. I would watch the shit out of that. He's just walking through a house and stabbing all the bad guys. Like with a pen, ballpoint pen. Oof. That shit would hurt. But for atheists in the UK, Robert Rankin must be a fun read. His East of Ealing, etc. Well, reading. It's not something that I partake much in. Too many words. Not that I'm stupid, no. Here's an argument I've had a few times. Is listening to an audiobook reading the book?
No.
I don't think it is.
No, it's listening to the book.
But we have a friend who says, I've read da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da recently. And then it starts going on about Audible. And I'm like, that's not reading. You know that's not reading. It almost counts, but it doesn't.
No, it's listening to a book.
Yeah, and falling asleep to it more than likely.
Oh, God. I fall asleep when I read. If I listen to it, I'd probably fall asleep even quicker. Because people talk, it puts me to sleep.
That's a dangerous weapon, that is. What's the difference between a magician's wand and a policeman's baton? One is used for cunning stunts.
Oh my god.
Do you have a minute to hear about our Lord and Saviour, whiskey? I mean, I have all the minutes in the day.
Ugh, whiskey Christ.
Krisky. Why is Krisky? He's the version of Jesus for my religion. How do you get stabbed wearing plate armor? Ineffectively, but you can still get stabbed. A mate of mine bought Robert Rankin a tub of chocolate ice cream. I don't know who Robert Rankin is. I don't know who most people are. I'm very, very sheltered.
He's not good at names.
She sits there looking it up as if she knows it.
No, I'm not good
He doesn't know that. I mean, I know the name. Google.
I'm not good at... I need to look at people in order to know who they are.
Reading is reading, listening is listening. That's why they're different words with different definitions. Exactly. But he keeps saying it, and I keep having to make fun of him for it. Read House of Leaves. There's no way an audiobook would work. Some of the text tunnels through pages.
Rankin. Right, okay. Yes, I've heard of this guy.
Who is he?
He's an author.
Author. Does he author things?
Author things.
Whiskus Croikies. Oh, Croikey. Audiobooks. Nothing pisses me off more when Dawkins only reads one chapter and turns it over to his wife for the rest of the book. Holy shit.
Oh, that's bad. Just read the whole thing, dude.
I'm bored of reading my own book. Someone else can do it. He's a very good author, you armor-plated numpty. I mean, I'm sure he is. But no Terry Pratchett, I'm sure. And yeah, that does make me a bit of a Luddite if I only read one particular author, but I like to laugh. Oh, you don't have your own distillery yet? Sick whiskey. I would. I mean, I do, but it's technically illegal. Mostly because of the explosions. Oh. I need to look at people for them to exist. Are you Hans Wormhat? Because that sounds very much like Arthur Daly. My God. I could be so good for you. I haven't seen Minder in fucking years. I remember that being weirdly good. And I was very late to the game with that. I watched that in like the early 2000s. Me and my brother used to really like it. Hi everyone, late to the... Are you saying, hi everyone, I'm late to the game? Or you were hiing everyone who is late to the game? Because, you know, same difference, I guess. Humour, one of the few things worth taking seriously. I would agree to that. I want a serious laugh. And that's all that really matters.
Ha ha. Fucking ha.
Ha ha. Fuck you. Die. Love, laugh, die.
I'd have that on a wall. Live, laugh, die. Yes.
No, because you can't have live, laugh, die.
Yeah.
Actually, no, live, laugh, die would
that
work quite
works.
well. Live, laugh, die. That might have to become a t-shirt.
That has to be in red, though.
Yeah. So you live, right? And then you laugh.
Hey, Dave, welcome to the fucking shit show.
Apologies that we're like going in 2 minutes. But we have to do like good sleepy recently because, God, it's no good being knackered all the time at the moment. But yeah, we are going to piss off in about 45 seconds. But yeah, thanks for coming. I feel like this has been a weird one because the secret was I am not drunk today. I drank a lot yesterday when I said I'm going to reduce how much I drink, and then we went out to the pub. Like, brilliant. And I got very drunk. And so I'm taking a night off, and I don't know. I feel really weird doing one of these streams without a drink, and it just feels like I'm hyper aware of everything I'm doing, and it bugs the shit out of me. I like to have that little chill, mellow feeling, and I don't have it right now, and it makes me think that everything I do is shit. Hooray! Whereas normally I still think that, but I just don't care. Anyway, we just hit 10, and I'm going to fuck off now. Hopefully this wasn't too torturous for you all, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.